Hello, it's Chess. So there are a lot of ways that human beings are similar. Our capacity for emotion, our desire for relationship and community, our general wonder for what it means to be human. One thing I don't think we talk about enough is how different we experience the world. I'm not referring to the people who look for differences in others in order to claim superiority or spout hatred. I merely mean that we each have different bodies, different brains, different ways of experiencing the world and the emotions in it. So it can cause a lot of issues when humans try to simplify complex things and try and make it sound like something that works for one person will automatically work for everybody. Let's take bodies for one. It's well proven, but somehow minimally accepted, that each human has a different natural body type. Some of us are genetically lean, some of us are built for running, others of us are softer and denser. We all know this, and yet we continue to believe that one single path will lead us all to the same type of body. Very rich and surgically lean celebrities will make millions of dollars trying to sell you the idea that you can look like them with only their specific diet and exercise program. This is harmful for so many reasons, not least because each body is going to react completely differently to the same program. You could be following a completely strict and unsustainable lifestyle and still never achieve the results that someone else has naturally. All this does is perpetuate this narrative in our head that there is one type of beauty, and if you can't achieve it, too bad. And the same goes for learning. We put 30 very different kids in a classroom and expect them to learn in a seated, test-oriented environment. And when, surprise, surprise, they don't, we diagnose them with a learning disability or punish them for being too easily distracted. Most of us at one point have taken one of those learning style quizzes where you figure out if you're a kinetic learner, a visual learner, etc. So we're well aware that each person has a different learning style, yet we continue to set up learning environments using just one. Makes sense. And we label these poor kids who can't learn in a classroom environment as failures. Some kids just need to run around outside or learn through pictures and actions. I always had a bone to pick with the teachers who would get mad at you for doodling in class. Like, if I'm not doing something with my hands, my brain is going to be completely off the wall and I will have no idea what you're trying to teach. Our entire education system sets up one group for success and all the rest for failure. And all it does is teach this latter group that they're not smart or they're incapable of learning. It's as bizarre as saying that having straight hair comes down to lifestyle, when there's plenty of curly-haired people who know there's absolutely nothing you can do. One of the more important differences is that we all view and experience the world in vastly different ways. This is the reason why a good relationship is more complex than whether or not the person is just nice to us. We try and surround ourselves with people who view and experience the world in the same way we do, and it can be kind of hard to understand why some people just seem to be on completely different wavelengths. Thing is, we each need different areas of fulfillment from other people, and we each have different strengths to offer. Some of us can process through tough emotions really easily, while others of us are a little more delicate and get kind of caught up in them. This is one reason they say opposites attract. Different people can kind of fill in or emphasize different areas of another person. We can't be judging someone for reacting a certain way to something when our brain's experience is completely different to theirs. Like if you tell someone with depression to just be happy. This comes across as uncaring because it doesn't work that simply for them, even if it might for you. And much like we each have different food or hobby preferences, we each prefer different movies or music or types of art. The way we view and experience the world will impact the type of art we connect with. So rather than judging someone for their preferences, maybe we consider what it means to them and how it helps shape their experience of the world. The point I'm trying to make here is that there is no one-size-fits-all for the human condition. It's both futile and dangerous to try and push the narrative that what works for one person is going to work for another. We can definitely find people who understand us more closely and try and pick up bits of experience from them, but we have to remember that each of us is completely unique, and we can't beat ourselves up if what works for them just doesn't work for us. The great band Fall Out Boy once sang, "I became such a strange shape from trying to fit in." So instead of destroying ourselves, trying to smush ourselves into society's box for what's supposed to work, trying to create this ideal body, or telling ourselves we have to emote in a certain way that fits the grain, it's important when interacting with others to remember that they process things completely differently from you, so we can't put that expectation on them to react the same way as us. I think we could use a little bit more forgiveness and empathy for the different ways each of us view and experience the world. If we just stop and listen, we can learn so much from another person. If all of us were the same, we would just have this clinical black and white world. Our differences create this beautiful, colorful diversity that shape the human experience to be the completely unique and special thing that it is. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and go practice one of your favorite hobbies today. And I will see you when I see you.